folks, the Let's Play Edna and Harvey, the Breakout. And we left off, we met the Reverend of the church who confirmed what Edna knew all along, that Mattis was not a murderer. But before he could go into details as to what actually happened, the organ suddenly played. The Reverend decided to go and investigate it, and I get the feeling he's not going to be coming back. We're going to be checking that out in a moment, but not before we interact with more things in here. I get the feeling the game is about to take a very dark and sinister turn, though. It's gonna happen, I just don't know when. First things first, there's something that we can pick up now the Reverend isn't here. The headphones. And now they are ours, and I wonder if we can put them back into the broken power mixer.
Plug it back in? Alright.
We can, but we're going to keep them because more inventory is always good. Next I'm going to try and turn off the telly. And we can. Marvellous. Can we use the headphones on the TV?
The TV set is too old. It doesn't have a headphone plug or even digital image interference.
It's also got a really large pair of rabbit aerials. Now let's use the headphones on the posters. I'm curious as to what kind of interaction we're going to get here.
Never. God Sucks Inc. have to be played loud.
Loud indeed. Different interaction for this poster?
Never. Even Blacker Sabbath have to be played loud.
Yes indeed, which means we're going to be using these on all of them.
Never. The Paul Bunyan Crew Fresno have to be played loud.
But what about this group here?
Never. Jesus Zombie Massacre have to be played loud.
And finally, this group.
Never. Sacrilegia have to be played loud.
What about if we use these on the books here, starting with this one?
No, it's not an audiobook.
Indeed it's not, and as a note I have written down what was shown on these pages here. I have a feeling they'll be important. Now let us use the headphones with the magazine.
Here's a bit about headphones. Never use them with magazines. Huh, who'd have thought?
You learn something new every day. And while we're messing around with the magazine, let's doodle in it.
A small note on the edge shouldn't hurt anyone. Oops, I must have slipped a little.
A little? You slipped a lot there, Edna. That's nowhere near the edge of the page. Ah well, what can you do? What we can do is write the barkeeper's signature here. Won't the Reverend be in for a surprise when he sees all the mess we've made? He's probably never going to see it. And now we've written Dr. Marcel's signature. I wonder if we can use the pinking shears. That we can! We've ruined the book now! Its resale value has plummeted. Finally, I feel like taking this with me, if I can. Let's use it first.
It doesn't get any power in here. I'd need to set it up somewhere else.
I wonder if there is somewhere we can set it up.
I'd better take it somewhere where there's a wall plug. There, now it's powered up, and the acoustics should be better as well.
The acoustics are going to be brilliant in this room. Now we have something that we can interact with in here, the guitar amp. First, let's talk to it.
Rock and roll, baby.
Can we pick it up from here?
I won't lug it around any further. Not even an inch.
Makes sense, it's where it needs to be to work.
It's a powerful amp.
And it's going to be very loud. Can we use it? We can turn it on, and I'm sure that's going to be important. Do we get any different interactions for Harvey looking at the amp while it's here?
What do you make of it, Harvey?
Rock and roll!
Not really. So what about using the headphones with the guitar amp?
I don't want to play with headphones on. What would have been the point of lugging the amp around?
That is true. Now what about using the headphones on everything else in here, like the pulpit?
What for? Nobody's preaching right now.
There's nobody else here except you, the Reverend, and whoever else made that noise on the organ. I have a feeling I know who that is, and I'm very concerned.
He doesn't need them. He can ignore my prayers even without them.
Now what about using these on the altar?
The altar only uses RCA plugs, and I didn't bring any adapters.
Darn it! Let's now use the headphones on the things outside the church.
Strange. It's locked all of a sudden.
Uh-oh. I don't like that at all. Not one bit. Unless we smash one of these windows, we are trapped in here. So the only way we can move is to the back. What is here that we can look at? There are the organ pipes, there are stairs, and there's a door. First things first, let's see if this door is open. I somehow doubt it.
Locked.
Yep, we are definitely trapped in here. Now let's check out those organ pipes.
Wow. Impressive pipes.
Indeed they are, and Edna is no longer on the screen. Hidden away behind this wall.
What's up, you big hollow tubes?
They're not going to say anything. Makes sense, they're big hollow tubes.
First, I can't reach them. And second, as far as I know, you need some kind of a keyboard.
I think that is there. I can see the edge of it just past that pipe. Let's try and take them with us.
I can't reach them. They'd be too heavy anyway.
Ah, well, we tried. Harvey?
What do you make of them, Harvey?
Yippee! Panpipes for a giant Peruvian!
I'm not sure that's what they are. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's not what they are.
I think they belong to a keyboard instrument.
We could play it like a giant xylophone!
You're crazy, Harvey.
We could do that. I don't think the music that would come out would be anywhere near melodious, but we could.
I feel the urge to number them, but my arms are too short.
Darn it. But we could move one of the pews and then... Well, you probably can't. The pews look way too big and heavy. Foiled again.
It could use some polish, but my arms are too short.
Maybe once we go up to the next level, we'll be able to do all of these things. But not right now.
If the organist slobbers, that would be something to consider. But there are more pressing things to worry about right now.
Like the fact that the Reverend hasn't come back yet, and that we're locked in here. We are going against what the Reverend wanted us to do by leaving the room. But we really need to go and find him. He knows the truth, and we need that information.
I would love to sign them, but my arms are too short.
Our arms are way too short to do practically anything.
The ones in the middle could use some trimming, but my arms are too short.
That doesn't mean we're not going to try.
I would love to sign them, but my arms are too short.
What about using the ability to forge signatures? There must be one here.
I've skipped piano lessons my whole life. I don't think I can fake it now.
You could try. It wouldn't be very successful, but you could try. Master key.
It's not a musical key.
And so it fails us once again.
The tubular de-rustification is long overdue, but my arms are too short.
What about trying to use the toenail?
If I unscrew them, they'll fall down on my head.
We need a helmet then! That's adventure game logic for you.
That it is, but I haven't seen a helmet around, so we're not going to be doing that.
If this thing has a headphone plug, it must be on the other side.
And the only way we're going to access that is by heading up the stairs. Hopefully the Reverend's up here checking out the organ. Wishful thinking. He's not here. And I see a ladder that heads further up. There's also a hatch here. And some chairs. Maybe we can get Chairman Chairleg once again. Or more accurately, Chairman Chairleg 2.
Additional seating for holidays.
Chair holidays? Not as strange as you'd think.
Sit. All right.
They're pretty good at doing that, I've heard.
I don't see anything I would like to add seating to.
But could we take one?
No. If I see anything desperately in need of additional seating, I'll know where to find the chairs.
Excellent. Harvey, what do you make of this assortment of chairs?
What do you think? Shall I take a quick rest?
Soon, Edna, soon.
Soon is not yet, though. We have things we need to do, like find the Reverend.
I don't think this is how you play musical chairs.
It may not be, but hey, Harvey would like it. And now that chair is ours. The pen continues to be versatile and useful.
No matter how you look at it, this is not the hot seat.
That it is not.
I don't have time to make a campfire and have a cookout.
We'd need a pile of wood for a start. Well, this looks like it's made of wood, but we don't have a way to chop it up into tiny pieces. The polo mallet could smash it, but wouldn't make very good pieces for a fire. We also don't have anything to cook. That chair is also the barkeeper's.
Nobody has signed these yet.
That's very strange.
Is this even a real church?
Who knows, Edna? Who knows?
Those are crummy chairs, all right, but they're not that crummy.
They certainly serve their purpose of being chairs.
Nobody has signed these yet.
That's very strange.
Is this even a real church?
So that's the same as using Dr. Marcel's signature. Master key?
It doesn't belong in storage just yet.
That it doesn't. Antioxidant?
I can think of better places to sit and gather rest.
Here is not such a place. Toenail?
Not necessary. The chairs are falling apart of their own accord already.
All we need to do then is wait, and Chairman Chairleg 2 will be ours.
Why are you doing this to me? These chairs are the only non-music related hotspot in this whole room.
Really? You're not wrong. They are. In answer to your question, I felt like seeing what the interaction was. Now let's look at the tape deck.
Plan B, in case the organist is ill.
They'd have to do something to make the sound travel through the whole church, though.
It's a pet peeve of mine that radio presenters always talk to you, but they never answer anything you say to them.
I would go into detail about how they can't actually hear what you're saying, but I don't think it'll help us solve any puzzles, so I'll move on.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Elevator music. Better press stop.
Why do I get the feeling that's going to be very important for a puzzle? And why do I get the feeling I shouldn't use the headphones on there just yet? I feel like the headphones can plug into that, and that's where they're meant to be, so I'll hold on to them for now and check out everywhere else before doing that. I don't know if that's the case, but that's my adventure game logic telling me that's an important place for them.
It isn't a Walkman.
It does have a handle, though. We could take it.
Look, Harvey, a tape deck.
Oh no, and I forgot to bring the tape mix.
You made me a tape mix? That is so sweet, buddy.
Yeah, but now it's destined to rot in the mixer forever.
Does that mean we have to go back to the asylum to go and get it? I mean, I'm prepared to go back. It means I can go get another paper cup, but we're then going to have to escape all over again. And we've already done all of that, and all the items will be changed, and it'll be like New Game Plus, and everyone knows how much more difficult New Game Plus is. We're just going to have to accept that we'll never hear the mixtape, as awesome as it would have been. Ah well, let's distract ourselves by using the polo mallet on the tape deck.
I'm sure I could destroy it with one blow, but I won't do it. I love the feeling of power.
That was a very sinister laugh indeed. Now let us use the pen. Now we have augmented the tape deck. It is far more snazzy. Potholder?
It doesn't play potholders.
Nobody wants to hear these old potholders anyway.
But they're so snazzy! Look at them! They have a sort of bee motif.
This thing belongs in a trash can, not a pot.
Maybe you could make a pot into a trash can. They're that versatile.
XXX.
Now, I think you've said that, and you've said that a few other times when I've used the barkeeper's signature on things, because the item in question that's being doodled on is too small to actually show the signature. It's a very clever way of having something happen while not having something happen.
Dr. Marcel was here.
He wasn't, but for all we know, from seeing that signature, he must have been.
Maybe the song gets better if I splice the tape a little. Not really. But it's not exactly worse either.
Can you even tell the difference? Well, we can because we're the ones that spliced it, but if you heard it, would you know?
Come on. I won't even start looking for a signature there. And I'm not making a joke either.
We don't want to annoy our voice actors any more than absolutely necessary. Hello, Jonathan.
Yoo-hoo, Jocasta, hang in there.
I see what you did there, game. Very clever. But I'm sure they don't mind.
I can open the tray without a master key.
Once again, the master key has failed us.
Better not. The tape would get smeared.
I know you're not that bothered about that happening, and I doubt that will have improved the music. At least in your eyes.
I can open the tray without using force.
I think it's intimidated by my fierce looks.
You're an animal, Harv.
A lagomorph, to be precise.
That or you press the button. I'm going to avoid using the headphones. And I'm going to look at the hatch, because the organ has a go over to it and head to another screen symbol there. So let's look at the hatch.
This is how you clean the organ pipes.
Let's talk to this hatch.
Count many chickens lately?
I highly doubt it. We can open it up, and I bet we can close it. But can we take it with us?
There's nothing in there, except an air column.
Can we take the air column? Imagine that in our inventory. It would seem not.
What are you doing there, Harvey?
I'm trying to make the chickens hatch.
You really take the cake, buddy.
It's not that kind of hatch, Harvey. But I see what you did there.
It's too big to be used as a pipe cleaner.
Also, it's not really designed for cleaning pipes.
No, I can't scribble on the hatch.
Fair enough. What about the potholders?
Let someone else clean the pipes. Who knows where previous organ cleaners have been?
Aren't that many other people in this building, though. Just you, the Reverend, and the person that I suspect is here. I'm not looking forward to my theory being confirmed. I'm really, really not.
The pot won't fit through the hatch.
And here I thought this was where we would use it.
No, I can't scribble on the hatch.
You're just not trying hard enough, Edna.
I'd love to make it bigger, but it doesn't work like that.
Alas, not even the pinking shears can slice through this pipe.
No,
That's exactly the same interaction-wise. What about finding a signature on the hatch?
Are you looking for signatures again?
never say die.
Indeed! Always look for that hidden interaction. That hidden item, that hidden solution that nobody else will find. Keep on striving, Edna. One day, you will find what you seek.
I'd rather not. I could lose it for good in there.
That you could. Not that it's been very useful since we last used it.
Someone must have scraped the rust off before me.
Someone must have had too much time on his hands.
Some people just can't be real.
Yeah.
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 You say that, but you were about to go and do that. Let's use the toenail. There we go, use toenail.
I'd say approximately 2 yards.
That was quite a crashing sound. We're gonna need another one of them. And I'm not gonna use the headphones here either, because if there's some sort of puzzle involving the organ and that hatch, I think this is all one massive puzzle, I could lose the headphones. Let's actually look at the organ briefly. I see there is a switch, another switch, and a bunch of keys. All of them handily labelled in the bottom left. Nothing happens without these switched. If I do this, nothing happens. If I press the big obvious red one, we have music. Right, that's how we get that working. And so, folks, when we come back, we've explored here and the main area of the church for the Reverend, and we haven't found him. The only way we can go is up. And I'm honestly afraid to go up. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to find, and I'm not looking forward to it. Not at all. And if it is what I think it's going to be, my fears from way back when will have been vindicated. As terrible as that will be. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.